In this video, we're going to take a look at the second project available to you in Keyword Elite 2.0, and that is the Market Research Sleuth. And one thing to note is that you can get to any of the projects inside Keyword Elite 2.0 by clicking on the icon here on the main dashboard, or you can quite simply right-click and get into any of the projects. So let me give you an example of why this is so convenient. I might select, say, all of these keywords that are getting more than 100 searches per month, and I right-click and send to the Market Research Sleuth. So it sends those keywords straight over into that next project without my having to go back to the dashboard. Just kind of convenient and sort of a power user fast way to do things. So all the keywords now have been pasted into step one, where we enter the keyword phrases we'd like to analyze. And what we're really doing is researching the market to see, is this a profitable niche? Are these profitable, valuable keywords? Step two is to select the search engines that you'd like to analyze. So pre-selected is Google AdWords. You can also choose Yahoo or MSN, and there are some advanced options. For instance, you can enter in your max cost per click if you'd like to search according to that criteria, and you can also choose your search method. You can search for only pages that show the keyword phrases in the title of the page. That would be your all-in-title results, if you know what those are, or all-in-anchor results, or all-in-text results. We're just going to go with normal search results for this time, so I'll click Start, and we start up. Keyword Elite goes to work. Now, you'll notice now that in this version of Keyword Elite, we're using tabs. So your running projects are actually displayed in tabs, and you can switch back and forth instantly without having to switch programs like you had to in the past version. So you'll notice that because we're using Google, I have to type in the code, the CAPTCHA code, to confirm that I'm actually a human. Now, if you can't read this, if this is a little bit too funky for you, you can click this recycle button, and it'll give you a brand new CAPTCHA code, and usually the next one will be a little more readable than the first one. So I'm going to go ahead and type this in, and then I click OK. And Keyword Elite goes to work getting these results for me. Notice it happens very, very quickly. And look at all the data that's populated instantly into Keyword Elite 2.0. Here are my keywords that I entered in, and I have sortable columns. I can sort by the number of searches, either lowest to highest or vice versa, by the number of results that show up within the searches. And by the way, if you hover over each of these column titles, you'll get a brief tooltip, an explanation of what that column title is. I can see my results divided by searches. It's an equation to help determine the competitiveness of the market. And we've also got the keyword effectiveness index, the average cost per click, the average position. Now what we're doing is looking at all the number one positions for these keyword phrases. And this is where it starts to get interesting. These are the estimated number of clicks you can expect to get organically, just from regular search traffic per day. Now, the number of searches over here in the first column is per month. So this term is getting 1 million searches per month. This is the number of estimated organic clicks you can expect to get per day on your site if you had the number one ranked site for the phrase guitar lessons, for instance. This is the number of estimated clicks for your Google ad that you could expect to get if you had the average position of number one. And this column simply shows the number of campaigns that show up on the first page of Google for this specific keyword term. And then finally, in this column, we get to see the search trends. In other words, how many times this particular keyword or keyword phrase has been searched for. Each of these bars represents 1 month over the last 12 months. So you get to see a look at the last year of history. And we can see that searches for these guitar lesson related keywords are on the uptick over the last few months. They had an all-time high about 6 months ago, but they've started to trend back upward. So it's kind of interesting to be able to look at that information. Now, look down below. This gets really interesting because we get to actually see the ads for these particular keyword phrases. So if I switch to free guitar lessons, you'll notice that there are 2 campaigns on the first page of Google for that search phrase, and I see those 2 campaigns right here. Acoustic guitar lessons, there are 7 campaigns. I see those 7 campaigns right here. Now here's what's really awesome. We get to see the rank of the campaign, and we can sort, by the way, on any of these columns. So we can go from the lowest position to the highest and so forth. And for the actual title of the ad, the description, and the display URL, that's what's shown on the screen in the Google ad, and then we get to see the actual URL. So if we see one of these and we think, well, I want to know more about what this actually is, well, we can click on it and we'll be taken straight to that particular URL for that ad. So let's go ahead and click on one of these and just take a look real quickly at what this ad looks like. So if we were to click on that Google ad, it would take us to this page. This is the page that they're using for their Google AdWords ad. So you can quickly do research to see what your competitors in the marketplace are up to, whether their ads are effective or not. And you can see exactly what ads they're running. You can also use these tabs to change the keywords that are displayed to either view Google Broad Match results, and you'll notice the results will change with each tab that we click on here. You can choose Google Phrase Match or Google Exact Match. And that is the Market Research Sleuth module of Keword Elite 2.0.